We're back. Yay!
We fucking did it.
See that, Earl? See how easily replaceable you are? Fucking Mr. Mike Spoon comes in because Earl has he has other obligations apparently. So we are here today with Mr. Chad Freeman. I just heard about you. You are a pyrotechnics to the stars, it sounds like.
I am.
Can you grab your mic a little bit closer?
Yeah, absolutely. There you go. A little bit better?
Yeah.
All right.
Glad that's the capital. Oh. Everything's going wrong. Maybe I do need Earl.
My bad, dude. I didn't set up very well earlier.
It's all right. So what is it like being a pyrotechnics guy, man? I had no idea. I'd never even thought about this kind of profession.
You know, anybody can tell you that somebody has a job doing anything you're looking at, right? So I found the job that I really was passionate about and jumped in there and kept doing it. Music's always been part of my life. I've been touring since I was 16 years old, and just sliding into a position that allowed me to keep doing the things I like doing. So,
playing music or just being involved
playing music
in
or
concerts?
just being involved in the music industry in itself. You know, there's only so much I can do on my side. There's only so much talent I have there, but I found something I enjoyed doing that I was a little more talented at for sure.
What instrument do you play?
I'm a bass guitarist.
Nice.
Typically, but.
You still play at home?
You know, sometimes I like to break strings and make noises on them, but yeah, not as much as I used to.
Yeah. How does that correlate to eventually being involved in the fireworks of a concert?
So a lot of your rhythm and you're live firing a lot of things for a lot of these artists, especially on like a festival circuit. You're listening to their cue points and like you're listening for their highs, their lows, their drops, their plateaus. You're just figuring out where you're supposed to put that effect. So that's where a lot of music comes in, and having the understanding of rhythm and feeling the music as it goes.
Is that the type of thing that is like for a show is given to you in written form?
Not typically. If I'm using time code or if I'm really scripting something out on my controller, like I'll have like their artists with me, and we'll kind of go through every spot that they really want, and kind of emphasize the points that they want, and then we'll time code it out to the music. But if it's something where I'm on a festival for an EDM show and there's 50 DJs that I've never heard of, and they all have effects, I'm kind of playing it by ear and just saying, hey, I'm your shooter, like what do you want? And they'll kind of give me a nod. Sometimes they'll have their LD come stand with me and kind of tell me what they want. It just depends on how big the artist is and how big their touring camp is.
And how do you what's the first big gig you got onto as far as this kind of thing?
So I like to say I fell into this, which I really did. I happened to just be involved with explosives from a different standpoint, and jumped into a concert setting. Honestly, I can't even remember the artist. They were passing through New Orleans and they needed a license holder, and I happened to have a license that would allow them to do the job. And I just kept doing it from there. But as far as that, like I've worked with multiple artists, Chainsmokers on to AC/DC has been one of my clients before. I do a lot of sporting events as well, so it's just everything in between.
In the sporting events, you're talking about monster trucks?
No, mostly NFL stuff. A lot of
like the walkouts or
yeah. So your player intros, things like that.
Yeah,
I've done intros for Formula One. It's just a lot of different things in between. But so it's a very broad spectrum of things, but music is where I really got stuck into the beginning of it.
How do you guys know each other?
Hanging out, just hanging around.
I'm a bar rat most days. So.
Yeah, he hangs at a bar that I do karaoke DJ at. We become very good friends.
Yeah.
He actually knows Lexi's family very well.
Oh, okay.
Younger, yeah.
Yeah, it was
It's cool, man. Like they knew each other. Now I know him. Kind of like everything came together or something. Yeah.
It was an interesting first time I found out who your wife was. I was like, there's no way.
Yeah.
I hadn't seen her since she was probably 3 feet tall, so which I say often to you. I know I make it as awkward as possible to tell you that, but
What bar are we talking about?
The green room.
Green room in
Covington?
Covington, yeah.
Yeah.
Covington.
Yeah, I spent a lot of years, our consecutive drinking years at the green room.
Yeah.
Like fantastic.
Yeah, they're great years.
Blackouts.
You know, I try not to black out anymore. I like to remember the nights that I had, but I do say my typical toast is to the nights I can't remember with the friends I'll never forget.
Nice.
But I try to remember the nights after I make that toast. No promises, though.
Yeah, I try and lose as many friends as possible whenever I get drunk. It seems like anyway.
There are a lot of people that I have met that I don't remember the next day.
Yeah.
And they'll hit me up the next day like, Chad, how are you? I'm like, hi. I don't know who you are.
I'm guessing maybe not though. Did you get the explosives expertise in military training?
No,
He was robbing banks.
Yeah, robbing all the banks.
Yeah.
No, I was in the oil field for a little while. So,
okay.
You know, right out of high school, started touring, did that for a while.
Playing bass guitar?
Playing bass guitar.
What group was that?
It was a band called Everby for a little while. We did okay. Not great, not perfect, but we were good.
You toured though.
Yeah, a little bit.
Like, I mean,
We got into 15 pass. Actually, we started off in a Toyota. What's the SUV that Toyota has? I don't know. We started off in the SUV with a trailer behind it. That my dad was like, "I'm buying you guys a trailer because I'm tired of trucking all your gear for you." So we started with that, and this trailer was hideous. Had a hole in the side of it that we had to glue together almost every other day. And then my drummer made it worse by going the wrong way through a drive-through and ripping the other side. So it was great. Good times.
but that was what made you able to tour.
That's
is
what-
that shitty ass trailer.
That shitty ass trailer got us to.
It made you humble.
Definitely. and I joke about this with a lot of my crew members now. Is I have better tour accommodations now as a pyro guy than I ever did as a musician. Like,
Yeah.
you know, we were stopping in like rest stops and using trucker showers and sleeping in the parking lots everywhere. Where now I'm on a tour bus and I'm, you know, staying in, 5-star hotels, and I'm like, I don't deserve any of this right now.
I can imagine though that nobody in smaller clubs needs pyrotechnics. So like you're only doing, I don't know if it's arena size stuff you do.
It's stadiums, arenas, it's all over the place. So
That's fantastic,
it depends
man.
on, but your smaller clubs will do smaller things like your CO2 jets, things like that. And there are times where we'll dry rent things to other clients where they can have their tour managers kind of operate them themselves. Obviously, once you get to a spot where you need a license or you need an experienced operator, then we'll drastically change what those packages look like. But,
Like what was those bands? What was the 80s band White Lion?
I knew that was going to come up eventually.
Yeah, just now we're talking about it. Like we're talking about clubs with
So
pyro.
that was just a whole and I go through a lot of training seminars with other people, and that's one of the stories that we get a lot. And that was a whole mess of problems before the initial problem started.
What, low ceilings?
Low ceilings, the drapes weren't fireproof. There were no permits pulled for it. The pyrotechnics operator was someone's friend. So it really opened up the eyes of the entertainment industry on what really needed to be done to safely pull off these performances.
Okay.
And
And like a smaller venue.
Yeah.
Or
So
just shit that's just all out not safe.
yeah, and so I think there was like a rumor that the door was locked in the back, so like when people were trying to get out, they couldn't. Like it was a mess of things that really could have been better, and just
Someone's outside like, I hate White Lion.
yeah, it was such a mess. It was
Who would
so-
lock the doors?
Well, so I think it was a
Idiots.
security thing. It was originally, I guess the thing was they didn't want people coming through the back door.
Sneaking in.
Yeah, they wanted them to pay the cover in the front. So they locked the door, but didn't allow for people to exit. So,
Oh, Jesus.
yeah, so it was just a mess of things.
Yeah.
Why'd you do that?
I thought it was a good idea at the time. But that's why I broke my toe. I was kicking the door open.
How did your band initially end?
We all kind of just moved different directions. I got married at a really young age and decided I wanted to get off the road.
How young was that?
I was 18.
Wow.
Yeah. I was divorced at 19. So
Oh, okay.
it went really well. We had a great marriage. It lasted a long time, whole 6 months. But so realized that wasn't the idea for me after that. But when you're starting off in a Christian community and a Christian band and
a Christian band.
And then you're waiting to get married and the whole thing.
Next thing you do is make explosives.
Yeah. And then you just well, I don't want to get on any kind of list here.
You got like the Turner Diaries in your backpack and like
sorry, knocking your mic over.
Can't believe you.
Oh.
I just hopefully that mic stand stays up. I'm just like, hopefully we give the guest like the better one.
Yeah. This one looks good. This one looks really good.
Yeah.
It's like you guys put some duct tape on it at some point. So
just try.
Yeah.
Try to be professional here. I just want to make sure.
Oh, sorry, gaff tape professional. Sorry. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I don't know what the fuck that is.
Oh,
it's off Amazon, just colored.
Yeah, colored gaff tape. Sure.
Yeah. Anyway.
I've been jumping around the industry for a long time though, and it's been a good time just figuring out what that looks like.
Did you are you like on your own, or are you part of some company?
Yes, no. I'm freelance, right? So I work for multiple different companies. I work under their license. So there's 5 companies that I work for right now, and they go from really large scale clients to some of these guys have hip hop artists that you've never heard of, and you're just like, oh, cool. But I mean, I tell people this all the time. I'm a fan of whoever pays me more money at this point. So
yeah,
it's great.
Is it's lucrative part of the industry or what?
It's hit or miss. You can have really great days, and you can have some dry spells that'll really take you on, and you gotta kind of settle into a budget for a little while.
Were you doing pyrotechnics during the pandemic?
So yeah, the pandemic was really tough in the entertainment world itself, and I ended up having to manage a car wash during that time. There was a whole lot of needing some work.
And doing it.
Yeah. But as soon as we came back, I got a call from one of the companies that I work with, and they were like, "Hey, can you move to Florida and run our facility out here?" And so I jumped up and moved to West Palm Beach and ran their facility for 2 years, and then decided I wanted to come back home and jump back into touring. So that's where I'm at now.
Very cool.
It's been a fun time.
And is that something? Is like this the future for you? Is like doing pyrotechnics, or do you think?
I think everything has a shelf life. I don't think I want to be behind the trigger, for the rest of my career. But I wouldn't mind stepping into different roles. I know I did when I was in Florida. I was doing a lot of sports management, and I had a lot of clients there that I was working with then. So it really helped out to kind of just center me with those. And kind of learn a different aspect of the business too. So there's always some kind of revolving door that gives you a chance to do things. I do like that you asked about monster trucks earlier though, because that was the one thing I haven't done that really had me interested in the beginning of my career. So.
You got to do monster trucks and WWE.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. It's like wrestling probably. So and also I'm just rattling off other stuff in my mind. It's like, is it cheaper now to do AI explosions, or do they still hire explosives guys?
They still hire people.
Have you ever done any movies or anything like that as well?
So IATSE is a little tougher to get into. I've had my fair share of chances with some movies.
You just can't get insured or whatever?
It's a little different on like their scale. Like they have their guys that are set, and really they work around their schedule for the most part. So a lot of the guys that I know that are in that side of the industry fought to get into it, and I haven't really pushed, so it hasn't been something that I've pushed to try. Like I think if I wanted to, I could. I just haven't pushed down that door yet.
A lot of the movie industry is like they're in like unions and shit too.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Yeah,
if that's the same thing.
That would be IATSE. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, friends of mine I don't remember what they had to do before they got on IATSE, and then to keep it each year.
Yeah, you've got to eat so much dirt before you crawl to the top there. So it's a tough one. I think it would be.
And what do you want to do? Just see actors?
I tell people all the time. They'll ask me, "Oh man, what's it like being backstage at all these places?" I don't know. It's like a bunch of roadies and road cases. It's not that great.
Yeah. Have you ever almost burned somebody? It's nerve-wracking.
It is. I do have some friends of mine that work with the WWE, so they've had their fair share of fun times and moments, and I make fun of some of them for some of their mistakes. But
James Hetfield got burned at some one back in the 90s.
Yeah.
I remember he's like on stage all bandaged up.
Well, and the thing you find with every one of those big stories where something goes wrong, you'll see where the industry kind of shifts. And like things have changed in a positive direction since that. E-stops become a thing. With Michael Jackson, we start using cold sparks, which well, we're not talking about the cold spark machines, but the initial gerbs that they were using, which gerbs are fountains for consumer gas. The gerbs they were using had sparks that were really hot, so when they landed, the embers landed, they ended up lighting his hair. It was a whole freaking thing. And then through that, they develop a whole bunch of different things. I know I'm getting...
No, I was laughing because you said it was a whole thing. Like, I don't know. It was just like, dang, dude, you were there.
No, I wasn't there, but I've heard the stories, and I know the guys that were.
So it was just funny the way you're putting it to me. That's why I was chuckling. My bad.
I will say, what's crazy about the industry itself is, while there's so much work to go around, it's still very tight knit. So like, even if they work for 3 different companies, like that person, or you've at least heard of that person, or that person's in existence. So it's a fun thing to look at.
Do you want to, or is it a problem talking about how do you end up in a Christian band?
No, I don't think that's a problem. I mean, I grew up in a very religious home, and I had a couple friends of mine that were really into like bands like Under Oath, and kind of got me in that direction, and I started playing music. While my beliefs have obviously changed, I wouldn't say obviously because you guys don't know me that well, but my beliefs have obviously changed over the years, and like I don't see things quite the same direction as I would have then. But also, Christian bands back in the day, it was a market, man. You could play anywhere you really wanted to. We played in bars, we played in churches. Like, it didn't matter. We wanted to play, and slap that Christian name on there, and that church is a little more likely to let you go play their show.
Wow. I always heard about Christian rock shows, but I can't imagine what that would look like. I don't know.
It was an interesting time. There's a lot of memes going around now because I think a lot of the kids are growner, or in their grown 30s now, that were part of that movement. And they're like, "Oh, is the band gonna do the weird thing that they do?" And he's like, "What weird thing?" That weird thing. And they're like, "Oh, you mean pray?" And oh yeah, we're gonna do that. But again, like your beliefs change. You move into things, and you realize, man, we were really just doing it because we wanted to play shows, and those were open venues.
Did you have that realization while you were in the band, or like
no?
After?
That came years later.
Like just
I left the band because I wanted to get married. I left the band because I wanted to have sex for the first time. And,
yeah. These guys were in the room. It's like, get out of here. Yeah. I'm out the band.
I got to high five them after I was done.
They just high fived on the way out.
Good game.
Jesus.
Well, yes, he was there too. But.
Yeah. Oh God. Yeah, foursome.
Well, everything's a foursome because you get the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit in you, man.
Oh my God.
Really fivesome at that point.
Here it comes. All right. Well, I've never actually thought about the fact. I guess I just thought about the pyrotechnics like tied up in the venue, but never really thought about the people running it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And again, that's someone's job. And it's funny you say that because not thinking about it. When I took my son to a monster truck show when he was younger, he was like amazed by like the dirt and where it was moved. And I literally stopped. I said, well, that's someone's job. They tore around with this company and push dirt into piles and make make ramps for the monster trucks. You know, like you can pretty much find a job doing anything. You just got to want to do it and find the avenue you want to go down it.
Yeah. Whenever you were doing the oil, what is it, oil? In the oil industry?
So we would do a thing called plugged in abandonment. So we would push a plug down a hole. We'd use like a C4 charge and drop it in. You're required to have a license by the state to work those. And I just happen to have one.
I just happen to have one.
Happen to have one.
Yeah. I've only got my driver's license. I don't have anything else. Not qualified.
So I mean, I've got a hazmat license. A CDL,
I guess I got a business license. It's old now.
Yeah, I got a CDL, so I can drive trucks with explosives in them. It's a whole thing.
Well, that's cool.
Yeah, all the fun things.
You've transported explosives before?
I have. So I mean, when I first started, besides the concert side, I got heavy into like fireworks. So like your fireworks shows, your barges, all of those things. There's someone doing that as well. And, you have to drive it to the show and back, so you make a little bit more money if you're the driver. And then if you're shooting the show and you have a hazmat license, that's a plus, so you're making a little bit more money that way. And typically you're making 10% of whatever the budget is. That's a go-to on how much. So plus you're driving it, so you're taking a lot more of the money home. So, an $80,000 show, you're making $8,000. And then you're paying out a couple people who are your crew out of that money, but you're still taking home $7,000 probably at the end of the day.
Okay, so is that one of the things though? Like you've got one license and you're like, oh Jesus, I believe I can make more money doing this, and I get another license, or did you just come in with all this shit from nowhere? It sounds like
it's never.
I just happen to have this license right.
Yeah, it definitely wasn't out of nowhere. So my dad had worked for the oil field company at the time, and he had pushed me to kind of like anything they would tell me they would pay for me to get, I would go and do, and that's how I am today. If like someone's like, "Hey, we'll pay for you to go get your license here," I'm like, "Sign me up."
Yeah, why wouldn't I?
Yeah, I would like to be more valuable to anyone.
Yeah,
it's that kind of market in the world, and the more valuable you are, I have a bar card so I can bartend. I mean, just random things.
He does bartend at the green room sometimes. He's back there.
So,
do you do karaoke?
Not very well. I get stage fright with the karaoke. I don't know. As I get scared, I don't know the words, and then I just pull the mic way down here. And then, so it's not that I don't know how to talk into a mic.
Y'all sang that Blink 182 song last Sunday pretty good.
Yeah, she gets so mad. She's like, I couldn't hear you. I was like,
Small
probably
things?
the loud. Yeah,
it was. Yeah,
that was the one. Well, I gotta represent small things.
This is a small penis podcast.
It might be an inch, but it's an angry one.
Wait a minute. I gotta
all
leave.
you guys.
Earl, you can have your job back.
Might not touch the bottom. At least I screamed
No,
the sides.
there's nothing funny about a big dick. Small dick's where it's at.
Right, that's it. Every day.
Yeah, you're right.
Anyway,
Can't wait to show this to my mom.
she's gonna love it. Other explosive guys are gonna love it, and I don't even know who those guys are. That's what's interesting about this.
Yeah, they're all over the place, man. They're everywhere. At one point, there were more companies here in New Orleans than there were in the fireworks capital of the U.S. So,
and where's that? Orlando?
No, Newcastle, Pennsylvania. Shout out Pyrotechnico.
What's there?
Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Just there were two very large fireworks companies that really kind of ran the gambit for a while. So they became the fireworks capital of the U.S. there. They're also the hot dog capital of the world.
So just hot dogs and fireworks are there.
Yeah, I could be bullshitting these answers right now. You guys are like, oh.
It doesn't matter to me. Earl's going to make me edit this, and I'm not going to put any actual information down there.
You're like,
he would put a correction or something like that on the screen. I'm probably not going to do that. I just learned how to do it, and it sounds like a lot of work again.
Yeah.
So anyway,
no,
we'll see. Maybe I'll do it. Just that part.
But yeah,
then nothing else.
There was one point, there was like 4 or 5 companies just here in New Orleans right before the pandemic, and then
I worked for a production company before the pandemic, and then I fucking didn't work there anymore when the pandemic happened. I loaded like stage shit onto trucks and then leave and go to shows. I worked at a warehouse, yeah.
Oh man.
Was that in Hammond?
No, that was in Abita Springs.
Oh, okay.
See Here Productions. I don't know if
Ah.
I'm allowed to fucking whatever.
I know those guys.
Yeah.
We'll just bleep it out, bud.
No.
Chad will bleep it out.
Yeah, he's editing this one. I like that. Yeah, I just met this guy. He's going to actually edit the next podcast.
There you go.
Is that what Earl usually does?
Earl usually does it, but he's been making me do it now because he's about to go back to school.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, to be a douchebag.
Fair enough.
Big douchebag.
Douchebag Academy.
Yeah. DBA.
Yay.
Anyway, so where are you from?
Oh, that's a loaded question. I'm from all over the place.
Where first?
I was born in Louisville, Kentucky, and then I've just moved around for a good portion of my life. Kind of settled mostly in the Covington area, so a nice little chill spot to live in now.
Your dad in military or in business or something?
He just liked to move. Every few years, he just get tired of looking at the same people and just get pissed off at them. Like, we're gonna move. All right. Then my mom didn't drive, so like he would try to find something that was better for her living situation, and then he moved us into the middle of freaking nowhere. So I was like, this isn't better at all. He's like, well, I'm hoping it would make her learn to drive, and I was like, that didn't happen at all.
It is an easy place to learn to drive, considering this is where I learned to drive.
Yeah.
So
I love coming back here. I hate driving in LA. That's the worst.
Oh, okay.
Last time I was in LA and I had to drive, I called the production team that I was with. I was like, next time I'm just Ubering everywhere. Like, But they had me staying on one side of the city, and I had to go all the way down to like Pasadena, and it was just like an hour and a half of just stupid traffic. So
It's supposed to be a similar situation as here, though, that there's so much driving, like in between places.
yes.
Unless you live in the middle of the fucking city.
Yeah, and I mean, I think that's like essentially how LA is, but LA is just so much broader than like here. Like, I mean, you can get from St. Charles to Chalmette in maybe 45 minutes.
LA is a huge place.
Yeah,
It'll take you like 3 hours to go one end to the other.
Yeah,
and that's on a good day.
Phoenix used to be pretty bad whenever I lived there, but it wasn't 3 hours across for sure.
No. Well, I mean, Phoenix, you got all the desert around it, so
Yeah, you're on an island.
yeah, you're pretty much. I mean, I like Phoenix. I like Scottsdale too. Scottsdale was a really fun place.
Scottsdale is where you'd go if you had money.
Yeah. That's where I go to the bars to find the women that have the money. I'm looking for a sugar mama, so if anybody's available for that.
Yeah.
I have a job.
Chad Freeman. This man is a free man.
Yeah. I am a free man, like Uncle Morgan.
So what do you do for fun, man? What's a hobby?
Oh, hobby. Well, so I made my career my hobby. I used to really enjoy fireworks, and now I hate them.
Yeah. Get away from me, 4th of July.
I'm so glad. Like, for the last 2 years, I've been on a tour around the 4th, so I haven't had to deal with that.
You still have to look at fireworks all the time.
I do, and I'm still doing it on the 4th of July, but it's not as crazy hectic. I think the scariest time I ever had was when I was just getting into the industry, and I was working locally here, and I was doing fireworks shows, and then we had the Essence Festival the same weekend, and so I'm working the Essence Festival, and I'm getting stuff back and forth, and then I had a show that I had to go all the way to like Perdido Beach to go do, like right after I left, and I think I left Essence at like 6 o'clock in the morning, got in my truck, and I'm heading across the causeway, and I remember getting ready to make the on-ramp onto 12, and like suddenly I just woke up and I'm driving in the grass. I'm like, oh god. I'm like, oh god. So I get on the wall and I get to the shop finally, and I'm like sitting there. I'm like, made it to the shop, and I just slept in my truck for like 2 hours, and then I drove to Florida and did a show. So yeah, I don't miss those kind of crazy schedules, but being a roadie as well, you're still hitting the same crazy timelines. You're just getting on a tour bus and going to the next city. So
What can you disclose? Like some of the tours you've been on?
Yeah, I can do a couple of them. Just recently was out with AC/DC.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. You said this a moment ago.
Yeah. And then I've worked with Drake a lot. It's one of my guys I've been out with probably the most in the last couple of years.
So you know that show pretty well.
I know that show really well. I've also worked with multiple departments, so I haven't just done pyro with him. I actually went out as an automation tech with him just recently.
What size explosions are you involved with with a superstar like that?
I mean, it just depends. Everything's considered close proxy that we're going to use on those kind of sets. AC/DC will do a finale toward the end, and their stuff is a lot bigger. Now, smaller artists that are just kind of doing small stage effects, it's close prox effects, so it's not huge.
You're doing For Those About to Rock?
Yeah. So those are those concussions that, they rock you every time.
Yeah.
You'll feel it in your chest. So.
Yeah.
And it's always a good time. It's a good time to play around with.
Have you got anything cool happening soon?
Possibly going back out with AC/DC, waiting to hear back on how that's going to work. So that'll be a good one. And then just continuing throughout the year. There's a couple other artists that haven't given me a nod yet, so we're waiting to hear back.
We're probably rounding up close to the end, but I had a couple more things I want to ask you before
absolutely.
that. Is the life of doing pyrotechnics, is that something that if you don't get in steady work with, you're just kind of off in the wind by yourself? You probably never will?
I wouldn't say never will. It's definitely one of those, you'll know if you're fitting in right away or not. It's not easy. And I've had a lot of people who say, "Oh, give me a job working with you," and I've learned not to do that as much as I was before, because I would get people out there with me and they would see how happy I am away from work. But I'm also a little bit of an asshole if you're working for me. So I just like to make sure things are done right, concise.
Or somebody burns up.
Yeah. And at the end of the day, safety is my number one thing. I want to make sure everybody walks away with all of their fingers, which I still have all of mine. I'm surprised you haven't asked that question yet.
I don't know. I'm surprised I have all mine. I'm a picture framer. I should have sawed a finger off a long time ago.
That's fair. I think carpenters are actually more prone than pyrotechnics to.
I see him whenever I see him. I'm like, oh God, it can't be the future. I play guitar.
Well, if it's your strumming hand, you're fine.
It'd be weird looking though. I don't think I'd be able to go to that guy's concert and not look at his hand going four fingers. He's playing with that four fingers right there. You can't do that.
I almost lost this finger at the fucking lumberyard, dude.
Really?
On a conveyor belt, yeah. It was stopped and they didn't lock it out, and I didn't know it. I was trying to fix it, and then it just turned on all of a sudden. I was ah!
Dude, I can't.
I haven't heard from Spoon all night. What is it? I forgot he was sitting there with us.
My bad, bro.
So Mike Spoon, he's from Drug Money. I don't even know if we've actually said this. And
nah, that's cool.
Sorry. And then he's also the singer and one of the main songwriters of the Gosh Darn Dangs.
Yeah, well, that band's kind of defunct now at this point.
Yeah, but your music's out there, right?
Yeah, I think you could find it. I don't know. I think the band we made the split with, they uploaded it, but I don't think it's up anymore. I think we got to re-upload it ourselves.
Oh.
But
you can probably find it on LimeWire, right?
I think it's on YouTube. I don't know.
Well, how are you liking having the new Drug Money stuff out?
We still have a whole album that we just finished recording. It's done. We've been working on an EPK. We're kind of at a point where we could release it ourselves, or we could try to find somebody who might want to release it for us, like a label or something.
Yeah.
Or try to pitch it out. If no one bites, we'll just put it out anyways.
Yeah. Oh, good. We're gonna erase that part. No.
We're gonna delete the whole album if any record labels don't buy our shit right now. Yeah.
We're finally about to go into the record. Well, actually, they're coming over here to record us, and like there could be other bands playing and stuff. I have no idea how it's gonna work, but it's supposedly happening.
Well, it's usually the red button you have to hit for that.
Are you doing another like album or like an EP or something?
7 songs.
Cool.
Yeah, I can't wait to do them.
I got a synth
all
album that's been
75
sitting on my laptop for a while now that I've been thinking about just fucking going putting it out there.
You should. Why not? I mean,
I know. That's
everybody else
exactly right.
does, and like a Bandcamp thing is free.
Yeah, and that's what I've been thinking about, some Bandcamp action.
Yeah, I haven't even been able to like.
Forgot all about Bandcamp.
Dude, Bandcamp's the shit, actually. I just recently, I've always known about Bandcamp, but I just recently started using it. I'm like, dang, dude, you could just fucking find all these cool bands on here.
Yeah, Hex's album's on there. Hex Wyndham. I've listened to him on there, and his is great. And while doing that, I think the Nancys are on there. A bunch of other local bands that have like really cool stuff. Our band's on there, Dead Spies. And does Drug Money do that?
I think so. I'm pretty sure we're on Bandcamp.
I can't figure out how, or I haven't even started trying to figure out how to put my merchandise on there. But for some reason, I'm like stalling on putting my T-shirts and everything. It's like once I put them on there, I feel like I'll have to replenish it. Like if somebody orders something, it won't be like it won't be on my own terms. Like I'm gonna have to like do it right away.
Nah, dude. I mean, just make some shirts and just mail them out and make some more when you run out.
I guess.
If you need a T-shirt cannon, I can hook you up.
Oh shit! Do you do stuff like that?
Sometimes we'll have,
Can you just like?
Sometimes we'll have gags where we do that.
Can you build a T-shirt cannon from scratch, like MacGyver or something?
I mean, it's just CO2 and a solenoid. Yeah, we can make some stuff happen. Make some potato guns. Let's go.
What are a couple things that we didn't think or nobody thinks about that you actually do? Because I would have never thought T-shirt gun.
Oh, excuse me, guys. Permits are always a really good thing to do. And we file for those, and we do all the paperwork. There's a lot of boring stuff that goes into it as well. So
yeah.
I'm sorry, I had to push my glasses up just to do the voice. I don't
Yeah.
know why that.
You needed to. Inflection.
Yeah, absolutely. The whole motion was all in one.
Yeah. But there's nothing else. There's nothing like you do.
I mean, I've done.
Have you ever done a cannon?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Oh, those are fun.
Cannon.
I love cannon.
Fucking! I do cannons all day.
Yeah, cannons are fun. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I mean, I used to actually belong to a club that we would do it all the time. But sports events again, huge thing. Now, I will say a lot of times they'll have like military cannons there. I have nothing to do with.
Okay.
Same with like different companies have different things that they do for cannon sounds that aren't actual cannons, but like national anthem stuff, fun stuff. AC/DC has cannons; those are cool.
All right.
So you should definitely check that set out. It's a fun time.
Can you is there a link to your music out there?
I mean, you can find my stuff on TikTok.
No, you can't, dude. You're lying.
Because I get bored and I do TikToks when I'm on the road, but and it's mostly just montages of shit I've been doing all week. But yeah, it's Chadwick the Pyro guy.
Nice.
Chadwick
on TikTok.
It's a lot of blown up stuff.
It's a lot of just pictures of my face, and then then like I just kind of scroll down.
I'm a vain motherfucker.
Kind of scroll down to my abs a little bit. Again, I'm looking for a sugar mama, so I scroll down to my abs. And, no, it's a good time. It's a good time.
All right, man. Well, dude, it's been fucking great having you on the podcast.
I appreciate you guys having me.
Mike, thank you so much for filling in for Earl. And
I did the best I could.
Dude, I'm sorry.
Do I have the job?
Yeah, you definitely do. If
Sweet.
Earl dies, you can have it. And if you kill him, that's still on the table. You know what I'm saying? So just saying. Just putting that out there. Anyway, love you, Earl. I hope you have to edit this one. And you guys, we'll see you.
Well, fuck your mom and them or whatever. Is that what he says? Fuck your mom and them?
Yeah.
Nice.